Okay, it is Wednesday, May 28th. It's been 2.5 weeks since my last video, and I was waiting for this because I have something good that's happened, and I was, wanted to get actual confirmation before I made the video, but it's something that I knew, and I can't explain how I knew it. That's what the whole point of these videos are. But to kind of recap, if this is your first video to see, I have, and in this meantime, I don't mean to say I've done the exact same things every day. So what I do each day is I wake up in the morning, the first thing I think about are the things that I'm grateful for. And they've become repetitive to me, but that's okay. I'm grateful for, my health. And then I list specific things sometimes. My sight, even though it's not great right now, but I can still see. I've had a lot of progress in weight training. That's something that I've kind of manifested as well. I'm grateful for my wife, my mom and dad. My parents are incredible. Our daughter she's perfect. And our grandbaby is even more perfect. So we have a lot to be grateful for. And a lot of people watching this, you've got family too. It's real easy to say, well, they're my family. That you need to be grateful for the breath that you breathe and for the people that you share love with. That is the most important. So anyway, all through my life, or my adult life, I've believed in manifesting, but maybe not really. I do say that when I first started weight training, I listened to a few talks, and I read some things that Arnold said, and I really did visualize, and I was extremely disciplined with that. Every day I did it. And I got results. And let me tell you, I'm not naturally a ripped guy I can gain body fat extremely easy. And muscle, I gain it fairly easy, but I was a skinny fat guy at the beginning. And so it's not like I was just a natural at this. Like it just came to me without any hard work at all. I really had to visualize. And so that actually, to be honest with you, as I began getting more serious, I remembered back to that. I used that as an anchor. So anyway, all through my life, I've done this, but I'd start having some success, and then I'd fall back into negative self-talk, self-sabotage. And then the cycle would go over and over. And so I never really created anything that I could hold on to. Or when I did create it, I didn't hold on to it. At the end of last year, things were bad. I hadn't made any real money in a while. It was becoming very stressful for my wife and I. You don't feel good about yourself. It just was all around just a bad time. And I decided, hey, enough's enough. I'm going to throw myself into this. I'm going to make this happen. And I'm not going to accept anything but what I want. And I want to provide for my family, and I want to help other people. Ultimately, that's what I want to do. But how can I help others when I'm not even helping my own? That my wife deserves better than that. My daughter and our granddaughter, they deserve the best, daddy and pawpaw that they can have. And my wife certainly deserves the best husband she can have. So at the beginning of the year, I wrote down exactly what I was going to do. In the morning, again, the first bit, I think about the things I'm grateful for, then I pray. And when I pray, I begin to visualize, and I visualize and begin feeling as if those things have happened already. The life that I want, how would I feel if I was that man? That's what I began. And it's not easy. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not complicated, but it's certainly not easy. Because when you don't have anything, to imagine having it and how it would feel is a little difficult. But you get better and better at it. So I did that beginning, and then I do it again at the end of the night. And I had said I was going to record videos, but I was too chicken. And because this is hard. This isn't me talking about an old self and now I'm successful, but this is the way I used to live. No, it's where I am now. And so you're emptying yourself out. You're looking in the camera. I'm looking at myself saying this, and you know, look, I've got 5 people, I think, and they're probably me and my wife and probably my parents and I don't know, maybe an aunt of mine. I'm not sure. So it's not like I got a lot of people I'm talking to, but I know that the potential is there. It's out there. It's open. It's not being blocked, or I don't have it private. So in March I began recording, and nothing had happened at that point. Only bad things had happened this year, one thing after another, and it was, you know, we were in a stressful spot. To be honest, we still are, because I just got the offer, a job offer, which I guess I gave away the point of the video. So anyway, in March that happened. I started. Was very consistent, 3 days a week with my videos, and have been up until this last little stint. Then in April, the day after Easter, I had water damage to the car, totally ruined the car, or the engine in it. Water didn't get in the car, but it did hydrolock the engine. And let me tell you, that night was terrible. Having to get it towed home, come in, tell my wife that this is what happened. It might have been unavoidable, but it doesn't matter. I was still the one driving. And I mean, I was out doing deliveries trying to make money because I was doing anything I could. It was very stressful, but we pulled together again. And I give credit to my wife because she's been there and she's believed in me. And even though I had been telling her what I'm doing, she didn't say, hey, look, you see all this crap you're doing? Look where it hasn't gotten you anywhere. In fact, you're worse off. You know, she didn't say that. She might have been thinking it, but she didn't say it. And so I just assured her, no, there's a reason for these things. I know it. I don't know what. Well, to fast forward, the engine was covered. It was a covered claim. And I ended up, through that process, getting a lead on a job that's exactly dealing with insurance. And went through the hiring process, and they made me an offer late last week. So something that was terrible, and it was a job, let me tell you, that I would have never even known about. I couldn't have found it. In fact, when the person told me, I had to contact them back and say, what were the search parameters I put in again on the actual company website to find it? So it wouldn't have been something I would have come across. Now that the car's engine's covered, we're gonna have a brand new engine in the car. So that's a positive. It had, I think, 55,000 miles on it. Now it has none on the engine at least. And a job out of it. So, and a very good job, in fact. One that can advance into a very, very good job. So it's turned out to be a great thing. And it just shows you that when you're doing this, when you're thinking about that life that you want, it's really re-emphasized to me that you think about the man or woman that you want to be, the life you want to live. You can get specific with like the type of house you want and all that. But what you don't need to worry about is being specific on how you're going to get there. It's kind of like you don't pray to God for something and then tell him how to give it to you. You just pray and say, hey, I'm praying and believing, and I know that I'll have it. I know that it's already mine, that I just have to open my eyes and see it. Because you're trying to give it to me already. You knew I wanted that. I needed that. Because that's more important. It's what you need more than what you want. And he knows already. The universe knows. You just have to open your eyes and see what they're already there giving you. So I try to keep these at around 10 minutes. I'm not going to keep blabbing. I know I'm kind of all over the place. I'm going to get better at this. But if you're out there and you are unsure of where to even go, believe me, I know how difficult this is. I can tell you, I created these videos so that you could see in the last place that you would look to someone for advice. And I'm not claiming to ever be a coach or a teacher. I want to share information. I would never elevate myself to someone as a teacher. But the last person that you would want to look to even share information would be that person. So I'm showing it because I want you to see that I'm right there. I'm right where you are. Maybe worse, maybe better in your eyes. Maybe my situation's a little better. Maybe it's a little worse. But trust me, for me, it was terrible. And it's only now beginning to show some of the fruit. But what I've done in the past, I will not do now. I will not fall back into a lazy attitude of, well, look what I've already got. No, this has invigorated me. It's just making me more passionate. If you are out there and you can leave a comment for me, I'd love to hear from you. Whether it's good or bad, I don't care. If there's anything that I can do, anything I can talk about that you want, let me know, because this isn't just for me. I want other people to see this, and maybe someone says, hey, before I give up, let me give that a try. If that moron did it, and I'm saying that in jest, never call yourself a moron, but if that dude did it, I can do it. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you being here.